Alright, YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder Ground Forces with the Angry Nerd. And I had every intention of doing a video on the T-26-4 at this time, but I realized that I had no history to reference because I had never done a video on the T-26 model 1939. So here it is. The T-26 was a Soviet light infantry tank used during many conflicts of the 1930s and in World War II. It was a development of the British Vickers 6-ton tank, which was designed by Vickers Armstrong Company in 1928 and 1929, and was one of the most successful tank designs of the 1930s until its light armor became vulnerable to newer anti-tank guns. The simple and easy to maintain Vickers 6-ton was intended for export to less technically advanced countries: the Soviet Union, Poland, Brazil, Argentina, Japan, Thailand, China, and many others. Vickers advertised the tank in military publications, and both the Soviet Union and Poland expressed interest in the Vickers design. In early 1930, a Soviet buying committee arrived in Great Britain to select tanks, tractors, and cars for use in the Red Army. The Vickers 6-ton was among 4 models of tanks selected by the Soviet representatives during their visit to Vickers Armstrong. Under the contract signed on 28 May 1930, the company delivered to the USSR 15 twin-turreted Vickers Mark E tanks armed with 2 .303 caliber water-cooled Vickers machine guns and the full technical documentation to enable series production of the tank in the USSR. The Soviets did not simply replicate the Vickers 6-ton. During the 1930s, the USSR developed 53 variants of the T-26, including flame-throwing tanks, combat engineer vehicles, remotely controlled tanks, self-propelled guns, artillery tractors, and armored carriers. 23 of these were series produced. Other variants were just experimental models. The T-26 was produced in greater numbers than any other tank of the period, with more than 11,000 being manufactured. In 1933, the Soviets unveiled the T-26 Model 1933. The Model 1933 had a new single cylindrical turret carrying one 45mm cannon and one 7.62mm machine gun. The 1933 became the most common variant of the T-26. The 45mm 20K tank gun was based on the Soviet 45mm anti-tank gun, the 19K, and was one of the most powerful anti-tank guns of its time. Actually, few, if any, Western tanks existed with similar guns. The T-26 could carry up to 3 secondary DT 7.62mm machine guns in coaxial, rear, and anti-aircraft mounts. Beginning in 1937, there was an effort to equip many tanks with a second machine gun in the rear of the turret and an anti-aircraft gun on the top, as well as the addition of 2 searchlights above the gun for night gunnery. Some tanks had a vertically stabilized top 1 gun telescopic sight. Ammunition stowage for the main gun was improved from 122 to 147 rounds. In 1938, the T-26 was upgraded to the model 1938 version, which had a new conical turret with better anti-bullet resistance, but the same welded hull as the T-26 model 1933, produced in 1935 and 36. This proved insufficient in the Battle of Lake Cassine in 1938, so the tank was upgraded once more in February of 1939 to have an under-turret box with sloped 23-degree 20mm side armor plates. The turret featured an increase to 20 millimeters at 18 degrees sloping. This time, it was designated the T-26-1 or the T-26 model 1939 in modern sources. The T-26, together with the BT tanks, were the main tanks of the Red Army's armored forces during the interwar period. The T-26 was the most important tank of the Spanish Civil War and played a significant role during the Battle of Lake Cassine in 1938, as well as the Winter War in 1939 and 1940. Though nearly obsolete by the beginning of World War II, the T-26 was the most numerous tank in the Red Army's armored force during the German invasion of the Soviet Union in June of 1941. The T-26 started fighting the Germans and their allies in 1941, and some tank units of the Leningrad front used their T-26s until 1944. In the 1930s, the T-26 was exported and used extensively by Spain, China, and Turkey. The tank was reliable and simple to maintain, and its design was continuously modernized between 1931 and 1941. No new models of the T-26 were developed after 1940. The last T-26 tanks were produced by factory number 174 in August of 1941. Captured T-26s were used by the Finnish, German, Romanian, and Hungarian armies. The Finnish army used their captured T-26s of different models for various non-combat purposes until 1961. Now in War Thunder, the T-26 model 1939 is a rank 1 Russian reserve tank with a battle rating of 1.0. It has a 91 horsepower engine propelling the 9.8-ton vehicle to a top speed of 19 miles per hour. It comes equipped with a 45mm 20K cannon, which has a reload rate of 3.8 seconds. So, if you're new to War Thunder, you may be wondering, what is the best way to use the T-26? Well, it's a reserve tank. It's made out of paper mache, and you get 3 of them. Use it however you want to. That 45mm cannon is pretty good at sniping people across the map, because I got sniped by T-26s all the time. Used to really piss me off. Well, not really piss me off, but I was like, good God, another T-26 got me. But they are very, very weakly armored. They can be pinned from the front, the sides, and the rear. So if you're sitting out in the open, that nice little square box underneath the turret is a prime target, and you're going to get pinned and you're going to get killed. So another thing to consider about the T-26 is it's relatively slow. So if you need to cross an open area, do it with great care, because you can't just speed across. You're slow enough that people can really get a good bead on you while you're moving and take you out. So before we hop into battle, I need to bring your attention to the skin that's on this vehicle that's been rotating around in front of you. I should have told you earlier, but I forgot. The skin was created by he who shall not be named, but I will provide a link to his live at warthunder.com account, and you can download this skin and many other wonderful skins that he has there. So that being said, let's hop into a game and see what we can do with the T-26 model 1939. Okay, I hope this won't take too long. I'm expecting the family home any minute, and I would like to get this game in before they get home. But we shall see. Because when they do get here, it's going to be way loud. I won't be able to record anything. Oh yeah, we're over 35, 37. Oh, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Start. Oh, maybe I should just start. Oh, okay, here we go. We picked up Ash River. Ash River. Now, I kind of like to start over on the left side, lower left, but I can work with the lower right. Plenty of rounds here in the T-26. More messages from you guys. Just clicked on my phone. Okay, so I'm going to take the T-26 right up the middle here. I am not going toward the capture point. I'm going to try to come up and control this high ground. And I usually go to the far left and get the upper ridge line, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to come in more toward the middle and see how things develop. Have some low ground right in here. But if I'm quick enough, and the T-26 is not really all that quick, but not compared to the Panzer IIs and the BT5s and 7s and the little American tanks. The T-26 is not quick, but it does have a 45mm gun. I believe this is an AI I'm shooting at. There we go. I see some fire. Saw some rounds coming from over here. And yep, something's firing right up there. Up there it is on the mini map. I'm gonna put some arty up there. Some arty back there. It would be really nice if the arty took those guys out, because they will slow down my advance having the high ground up there. So I need to kind of deal with them if I can. Got a hit. Come on, arty. That's it. Another hit. Oh, missed him. Dang it. Had just a limited amount. But you know what? I'm going to run up to this next rock. If I can't see him, hopefully he can. Oh, T-26. You gotta kill the driver. Maybe. Oh, and they're calling in Artie on me. We return the favor. T-26 is lightly armored. It's not as bad as like some of the open top stuff, but I don't really. Oh, that was kind of close. I don't really want to stay around here and take the Artie, so I'm gonna rush, and hopefully these guys across the way won't catch me. I'd like to get a shot on these guys. I don't have the gun depression. I don't have the gun depression to shoot them from there. I'm going to try the other side of the rock, and that will sort of protect me a little bit from the guys further on up the hill. Can I get a shot here? Not really. And oh, this is even worse. Let me throw some Artie. Gun nowhere being able to fire on those guys from this position. I'm gonna have to do something different. The ground right up there by that rock slopes down. I'm risking it. Run, Forrest, run. Okay. Oh, there, he's shooting at me, that T-60. Got one hit on him. Alright, got the T-60 out of there. They're calling in on Artie on me again. Okay, I'm going down in the gap here. Okay, I'm out of their line of fire. They're still firing. I see the rounds hitting the dirt. But I have a pretty decent position right here, I think. Oh no. Still got some guys up on the hill there. Artie. Oh, yes, excellent. Maybe I should have shot at him before I called the Artie. Oh well. Alright. So, yeah, I can see that my gunner is wounded. Throw some more. I think there may be more people up there. So I'm going to throw some more Artie up there. Somebody's Artieing me. They're still firing at me. And I think my Artie took out somebody else up on that hill. Alright, got another one with my gunfire. Holy crap. Dang it. Those bombs scared me and I pulled too far forward. Got smacked in the turret. So I'm gonna need to repair. Back up. Here we go. Hopefully I'm out of the line of fire. But my gunner is dead, I believe. Yeah. I think my commander moved over to my gunner side. So my rate of fire is going to greatly decrease. My combat effectiveness has basically been cut in half. So my teammate's moving up. I'm going to come up with him. Not because I necessarily want to cover him, but just because I don't want him to get all the kills. because he's going to have first chance to engage them in this little spot here. If I want some of it, I need to be up here with them. Oh, this reload, come on. Oh, I think the reload cost me, and we're too close to the spawn to arty anybody. So I have 3 arty strikes that I can't use right now. Oh, screwed that shot. I hit the brakes and it caused my gun to jerk, and I missed it. I hit his gun mantlet. Oh, shoot. Oh. Dang it. Again. I was rocking the tank, coming down the hill, which made my gun unsteady, and I couldn't get a shot on the BT5, and he killed me. But the game is over, so I don't get a chance to come back in. Man, that bites. Okay. Oh, new camouflage. Let's take a look. Shadow Strike Streak, One Shot, Adamant, Sentinel, Professional, Multi-Strike, Ground Wind Streak, Teamwork, and Farce Camouflage for the T-26. 7 ground units. 3rd place, 6,980. Oh, he got 10. He's rocking it, rocking it. We got 6 player and 6 player and 1 AI to assist. Oh, okay. So let me turn this so the sun won't be glaring. Okay, the T-26, very lightly armored, and slow. That is the main drawbacks. The plus to the T-26 is the 45mm cannon. You can get that same cannon on the BT5 and the BT7, which are not any worsely armored than the T-26. They're about the same, but they are blistering fast. So, yeah, if I had my choice, I play the BTs over the T-26. But you can still do pretty good. So if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. Nerd out.